Hey, you like my bucket hat? I was in the process of looking at this stuff when something keeps going on with the computer. Anyway, welcome back to Pokemon Sword. We're doing our Nuzlocke, and this is the part where we head off back to the Isle of Armour as I was going to last night. So, you know, real good vibe there, isn't it? Anyways, while we did run into some of these areas, we did not go around encountering anything, so hey, you know, we still got some areas we can do some encounters in. Oh, I've got a bit of hair in my mouth. So anyways, this is also great news about all this is, of course, us attempting to make our way through it all to get our hands on Diglets. To get all the various Pokemon from there as like a buffer. But anyway, moving on over to the dojo. This is cutscene stuff that we didn't do last time, so you know, kind of important for us to do and all that. Hairs along the side now. Whee. Oh yeah, we just confidently didn't actually. Yeah, we left. Oh wait, no, never mind. We're here now. Hello, fellows. Everyone it's so hilarious how everyone seems to be like, no, you obviously must be the person that's joining. Even though it's like, no, I am not the person that was joining. That person fucking fled seeing Clara being a maniac. That's quick. Exactly, that's not the name you were told before. Man, we're not even trying to fake it till we make it. We're just making it because people are idiots. Well, no, that's just being mean. Clara here is definitely a weird being, but regardless. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I won a battle against her. Oh, how dare you say that? Of course, we do get a small shot of cut through behind the sign. Things that will be occurring. Now we actually, I've just noticed I don't have the tab up, so it's not there on OBS. There we go. Now, the moment we head into the thing, and I will have to scroll all the way down, is Mustard and his Mienfoo / Shinx. So here it is. Here's the information. As we can see here, Mienfoo will have inner focus and fake out U-turn and force pump. So we're guaranteed turn 1 to get hit with a bit of a fake out. And then U-turn. Oh, so we ideally should have a Pokemon out front that doesn't take bug or fighting as super effective. So we should probably quickly just discuss our team a little bit. In the first bit, recommendations: go to Drill Burst, Swirlix, Noibat. The idea is that defensiveness, supposedly, but we could do that with, well, Dreadnought, but part walk, and similarly with. Actually, yeah, no, we don't take as much. We just don't really have any way of dealing damage like that. What we want is something with, say, maybe psychic type maneuvers, like say, so that we will take some amount of damage. So it is a thing that we just have to be apparent with on our causality. Shame it's as far down as it is, because it does mean that we do get the ever so fun of the tracker being like, are you sure you're high enough level? Instead of it being the case that, no, we are high enough level for the version prior to beating the Champions Cup. It's a Diglett! Only some more in the Fields of Honor. A few of them are dotted around the area. We couldn't actually go in until we did that cutscene, so a Nugget there, and the TM/TR here. That is all. Focus Blast! Great news for all us Focus Blast using people. We now have it. Also, still more Veneries around here if you didn't get to encounter anything. And in the distance, while we pick up the HP up, we get to see a Wailord's behind. Oh, and Diglett. Come on, game, pick it up. Pick up the Diglett. Just grab the Diglett. See how long it truly is inside the dirt. Behold, Wailord's behind. And 50 watts. Just need to double check there isn't a Diglett hiding in this area with the berries. Nope. Okay. Right, let's hop on the bike and make our way to the other side of this bit that we couldn't get to earlier and just assess whether we see any Digletts or not, because I should have remembered to keep that webpage up. I must have forgotten. Damn it. Anyway. And an expert belt, which will slightly boost the power of super effective moves. Slightly. It's like a point... It's like 1.2 times, so it's literally... It's minuscule in total. But then again, you're hitting super effective moves. You're already dealing the super effective damage. It's just more... It's just wind kind of thing. Anyway. And then into the dojo, and we see all of these various other people who will be trying to also participate in the shenanigans that are about to unfold. To an extent. Oh, and Honey's kid. Who naturally has a thing for tech. And all that. And sounds rather smart. But anyway, we do get the XP charm. It is worthwhile heading into here no matter what. We kind of maybe should have done that previously. Which does increase the amount of experience we'll be getting overall wise. Lovely stuff. Nice to get it now actually. Because we're heading into the majority of the other gyms. So after all this Isle of Armour stuff that we will be doing at this time. I doubt we'll do everything. But, you know. Cheese to meet you, mustard. Anyway. I'll believe Honey about how he could be a real beast. Possibly in the sheets. But definitely in the Pokemon battles that we are about to have. Anyone that thinks that was going to go in a weird direction, you've been fooled. It should... Oh, right, okay, right, so it'll be Manfu with Fake Out, no matter what. So it might be worthwhile to see what items we could directly use as a way of just being like, yeah, and kind of thing. Or it's going to immediately U-turn thinking, oh shit, I'm weak to an attack this Pokemon might have. Either way, we will now have to figure this out. What items do I have that I could just use on this tiny anyway? None of that stuff, none of that stuff. Yeah, you know what, actually, we're going to get Faked Out. Might as well just X Speed, just guarantee that we'll go faster than the Pokemon for the rest of this battle. Won't do much, but it would have flinched us, so we wouldn't have gotten a ton anyway, because priority and all that. So now, we will definitely outspeed, hopefully. Actually, yeah, level 13, what am I on about? We could have done this fight a while ago, actually. I chose not to. Because I want to one-shot Mienfoo. Because fuck you, Mienfoo. Now, Mienfoo can actually be a bit of a hassle with its higher attack stat. It's just a case of, once again, me being too cautious, possibly even. But yeah, the change will occur, and that will be a simple fight, because, yeah. The fact that it's such a different level affair, and all that. Like, oh no, Intimidate, oh no, Stab Flamethrower, which is special. I went out here a little later than maybe I could have. Oh well. But anyway, we get a little bit of experience out of it, and Mustard is beaten in this scenario. Not to say much more else, but we do have to be careful, as Mustard does have a much larger fight for us to be having to deal with. But the funny thing is it's got an unknown image on it, even though it's like, you know what it is. It's like, that's randomly for the Lycanroc, and I think it's because Lycanroc can be the different forms, so it'll be like, oh, we don't actually know which form it'll be, and I'll be like, oh really? The doobie won! Yippee! We win these. But it's obviously because of our caring of Pokemon. We do receive our dojo uniform. We can put it on if we desire, or rather the game will put it on for us. And change our hair in the process as well. Boo! Boo! I want my bucket hat. And if we want to change how we look, we can always just go to the room over there. And it's always to heal our team as well in the process. Now that we're here, the trials begin. The trial is free. And with it, the secret armour. Ooh. Well, it is the Isle of Armour after all. I might call it Isle of Armour, even if it says Isle of Armour in the American spelling. This is actually, yeah, hang on, is it? I just need to double check. Isle of no, the spelling for the DLC is Isle of Armour. No U. That is bizarre. Except you realise that most likely it is a case of utilising American English, where U's don't exist. Anyway, the first trial, regardless of what it was going to be prior to this incident where Clara's uniform gets stolen, sadly not the clothes off of her back, for anyone that wanted to goon, I for one am glad that Slowpokes are not that pervy. Because imagine if it was one of the other ones. Imagine if it was Mustard's uniform. By God, old man wrinkly dick. Ugh. And that's just assuming that means Pokemon would go very adulterated, which it would obviously never do, because it's Nintendo. And if you want more of a mature game like Pokemon, does one really exist? Well, I wouldn't recommend people to just default to SMT, because let's face it, doing so is a discredit to what SMT brings to the table compared to Pokemon. I think I've got a spot forming on my cheek. How does this keep happening? How do I keep getting spots in some parts of my face? You'd think I'd be done with that sort of shit when I stopped having that whole teenage puberty thing. That occurs with every teenager ever, but yeah, you know. You would have thought that, but apparently not. So, you know. Then again, it might just be a case of general skincare being necessary. Of course, people realise, hold on, this is the trial now. We gotta go get that uniform back. Onwards! Even the Scraggy's like, Scraggy. Do you want to change back into your usual clothes? Yes. Yeah, I can feel it. It's right there. Like, I'm not even sure if it's noticeable on the webcam. Is it noticeable? I don't know. I can't see anything. But anyway. Wait, anyways, with that, we can now make our way along this way to chase after the Slowpokes. They are pure psychic in this generation, with Galarian form, which, because we have one, that's how we know. So that means, obviously, what we should be doing is grabbing our hands onto a Pokemon that has Dark-type maneuvers. Simple as that, really. I don't know why it would be anything else. Now, what Pokemon do we have here that knows at least a Dark-type move? That's right, obviously I'm thinking about Machoke. Dreadnought is an obvious second. We'll put Machoke up front, and we'll start throwing down the knockoffs. Maybe that will knock the uniform away. Anyway, now that we have the bike, we can talk to this NPC. Oh, never mind, it's for when it runs on water. We can talk to that NPC. I jumped the gun. Damn it. Anyway, welcome to the soothing wetlands. We are not catching more Scraggies nor Tootles game. I need something else. That's a Rupert, that is something, that's a Malabar, that is definitely something else. We're going to refrain from the Malabar. We could also Dynamax din it out for this Psychic Pokemon, which is looking to be a Kadabra. Again, Dark-type maneuver go ahoy, but at the same time... Actually, you know what? I may have been joking around a little. You know? With the Machoke choice, Machoke. Because it is a fighting type. Even though it's got a Dark-type maneuver, probably not the wisest idea. We'd be better off using the power of biting? crunching? It's just biting at this point still. Yeah, bite. We'll just use like bite from Dreadnought to do the job for us. So you know how it is. Also, these can't count as first encounters because of our very... Oh, hey! Black Sludge. That's useful. If we had a poison type in our party, we could give it to that and it would work essentially the same as leftovers. Lovely stuff. Ah. It would appear that a Wooper has decided to descend upon us when we weren't expecting it. We get the Rupee Boy, which, at this point, on the one hand, maybe a Great Ball would work. Let's just throw a Great Ball. I want to save the Quick Balls. I want to save the Quick Balls for the Pokemon that might be a little bit more on the hard side. Ooh! Ooh! Wooper, you tease me! Oh, how dare it! Spend all that time in the ball just to break away. I don't know what I can do. I guess I'll buy you. I said that's what I was gonna do anyway. I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot. We missed on the Wooper. I need to sort this out so it's more visible as to what we're pressing. I missed the Wooper. Do that day. Don't worry though, we've got other areas that we can utilize. So yeah, we missed the encounter because I'm an idiot. We'll be throwing Quick Balls at everything else that we could potentially catch. Mainly because we can actually still go through a number of these areas. Actually, can we go past it? Or will this NPC be like, ah, what the fuck? No, okay, no, they don't go. Ah, what the fuck? So, Forest of Focus then. Maybe I'll actually encounter something that I'm not going to then immediately one-shot. I can't go for the Pikachus, because we already had a Pikachu and it died. Spoilers for the previous part. Well, it was a Raichu that died. Tangrove, that's going to be strong looking. Moonguses all over the place. Inside the Dynamax den, we could go Dynamaxing for a Shinx. It's not a bad option, really. It's not bad. Not bad. More Pikachu, something else up here. Playing over Moongus is. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, I don't want to go after a Moongus, mainly because I know what's coming up, and that is we have access to potentially Bulbasaur, so we could just go for that. Camelot might fly towards us. Be careful, Shed Shell. Oh, hey, okay, good. I thought there was an item here. I legit thought that was an item. Okay, well, anyways, that's nice. We got another Diglett. Miracle Seed, that's good for any grass type. Yeah, so I think we'll, you know what, we'll just go in the grass. Let non-overworld encounter dictate. That's actually real bad. That's a Carablast. Carablast! In order for it to evolve, you have to trade it with someone trading you a Shelmet. In the event of that occurring, both the Carablast and the Shelmet will evolve into its evolutions. All in favour of me just headbutting this? Like, it's gonna never evolve. It will never evolve. I am going to kill it. Like, there is a list of Pokemon that I would say, just kill. Carablast is up there. Sunkern. If you have to rely on a Sunkern, you are truly lost. I know there'll be someone that'll be like, oh, the Sunkern's my favourite. Yeah. We're not playing favourites here. We can't play favourites here. Oh, look, a Mogu in the fucking sky. We could have fucking gotten a Mogu potentially. Oh, that would be more useful. Challenge Beach. We haven't actually gone here, so the Dicklets will be aplenty at this point. Today, as well, and Pelippoos. Pelippoos. and various other things that happen to be in the grass, like these Psyducks that we can see. Well, Psyduck isn't exactly going to be something that we're going to be able to get our hands on entirely. If we make our way over here and fade the Dreadnoughts from trying to nom on us, we can also then head into Courageous Cavern. Don't know what makes it so courageous to go inside a cave, but hey, you know. And also, where's the challenge? This is when, like, something that could murder me easily just swoops down and, like, grabs me and flings me into a nest of baby versions of them, and then I get eaten alive or something. I know what I'm saying is rather dark, but let's face it, that's the natural circle of life that normally happens with animals. We humans are animals. At the end of the day. We are. People that deny it, they do not know how biology works. Though, then again, the amount of people that don't actually know how biology works is quite astonishing, actually. You'd think people would actually pick up any textbook ever and realise that what they're saying is not only wrong, but it's basically them trying to label humans as less than human. And yeah, that's not good. That is a terrible thing to do. Anyone that does that can, I don't know, have something bad happen to them. I'll figure out that thing at a later point. Dynamax Den, that is a lot of Festo. Ooh, La Vesta, eh? I'm liking what I could get. Unfortunately, Dreadnought doesn't have any war-type maneuvers on it, so I'm more thinking of just throwing Barraskewda out there to do the thing. It's an option, actually. Like, actually, I should check. Does it actually consider that as, like, an actual option that could occur? No, it doesn't. It doesn't list it as an actual option. Huh. I mean, it could work. We could do that. The reward would be, obviously, its evolved form for Corona. I mean, we have a Bug Fire anyway, and Sizzle Pit. You know what? Yeah, we don't need it. We can refine. Oh, come on, me. Press A on the item. Galarian traits. We're still getting our hands on a number of them. Diglett, Diglett, dig, Diglett, dig. Trio. Simple logic. You know what? Actually, probably a good idea for us to do. Let's head over to the tower here. Welcome to one of these two towers. This tower here is a watery one. This is how you evolve Cubfree, or at least one version of it. Anyway, Mystic Water. this will make Barraskewda even more able to do things. And Liquidation, a very nice physical water type maneuver. Now, obviously, there's also this Dynamax Den here with a Krabby in it. We really wanted to go for a bit of a Citizen Snips situation, but maybe not. Anyway, with that, I am going to utilise this TR immediately. Dreadnought, you're getting a Water-type move. Yippee! If it can run it. I forget if it can. Hey, it can! Yay! Dreadnought, you are getting Liquidation. I don't care what else you... screw Protect. Screw it, you now have Liquidation. You are now useful against fire types again. Pardon me. And other things that are weak to water. Yay! So we could take on the Lefesta with the Liquidation of the Mandraw, of the Dreadnought. It would be backup. It would also be working as backup as well for when we utilise in the event of Sizzlepede's unfortunate demise, which I may do out of spite at some point in the future, you never know. So yeah, let's do it. Let's go for the Lefesta. it's in a Dynamax Den. I don't know if there's like a specific ruling people have made up in online of like, oh, you can't use the Dynamax Den. That's cheating. Well, if that's cheating, this one would have been dead because Machop was one of those. So anyway, we found ourselves in the Challenge Beach area, La Festa. We just now need to take it on. And Kalava had Intimidate by all its things. Interesting. So that means La Festa is actually one less in physical attack. That's quite nice, actually. And we have a Quillfish, Bobavet, and Snorlax this time around. Maybe it's because we're in the Isle of Armor this time instead of in wild area in base Galar. So who knows if that plays a role in anything. Anyways, non-Gigantamaxing Dreadnought, make your way into an enlarged state. I don't know what I was trying to... Well, I might have been trying to reference Taskmaster. Anyway, Lephista's using Max Flutterby on the Snorlax and nearly one-shotting it. What in the fuck? Snorlax, explain! Before this Max Geyser, you know, maybe has to hit you instead. Ooh, almost a one-shot. Almost. Nearly there. Nearly. But then again, we have got Quillfish. Yeah, Quillfish gets the kill. Bye bye, Quillfish. Lephesta is weak. Forward the Pokeball. You know what? Let's throw a friend ball. If Lephesta wasn't meant to be a friend, then why friend shape? You know? So, justifiably, it goes into the friend ball. Not like I was going to catch anything with the friend ball specifically anyway, because most of the other Pokemon I can think of that are friendship evolution, I would probably be catching with other balls anyway, either a quick ball immediately or a great ball in an eventuality. I didn't realise these things were going to be so lower level overall wise, by the way. I maybe should have realised that. But we do get some XP candies, and we get Heat Crashers RTR and a big nugget. Perfect. That will sell for quite a nice bit of money when we next go to a shop. And we get ourselves the torch Pokemon Lephesta. And people of ancient times thought this was part of the sun. The gods condemned them with bug. It's male. I don't know. Part of me was thinking of doing Element Hero reference. Can't do Buster Tricks. Yeah, that's the wrong one. You know what? Let's call it Wingman. It's a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! With the Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. And the idea there with the nickname is because of that. It's because of the fiery part of it. Also, Elemental Heroes tend to be rather buggy with their fucking decision making of being rather lower powered, but their effects what brings them to a better position. Anyways, let's go into the summary here, and we see that it is special defense down, special defense up, special attack down. Because it is careful. It's being careful, you see. We haven't got skyscrapers up, so it doesn't actually get over the attack value of the 8 Gear Golem yet. But it does have Bug Bite, Struggle Bug, Ember, and Flame Wheel. What? Which one of these would even deal that much to Snorlax? What the fuck? So, yeah. Oh, it's actually level 30. It's actually my highest level party member now. So that's a neat little thing. So, obviously, we do need to throw down the Parizo of... Oh, I actually do have the Diglett stuff still. Huh, that's cool. I thought that was a different tab. Okay. I missed the clue. I have no idea what I closed now. What one did I close? I thought I closed the Diglett the Diglett location one. Wait, okay. Anyway, ignoring that, Lephesta. There's Lephesta on Survey.net. Lephesta has a decent shiny, I would say. I like the green eye over the blue eye, but... Anyway, Lephesta suffers from a little thing called Generation 5. It evolves at level 59. We have 29 levels of it not being at its strongest form. We could actually find it, potentially, in Loop Lagoon or Forest of Focus, so, but actually, it is an Isle of Armor Pokemon. Looking at its moveset, we probably swap one of the moves out for Screech, definitely swapping out Bug Bite for Leech Life, and then Bug Buzz is Takedown, Amnesia, Double Edge, and Flare Bits at the end of it all, but that's going to be after when it's always going to be a Volcarona. Volcarona as a whole has got the base stat total of 135 base special attack. Huh. And Lephesta has 85 base attack. some point in its evolution, it suddenly becomes a lot better at using special attacks. Gee, I wonder which stat happens to be a little bit on the downside, really, when it comes to its stats. Oh, because I'm on that bit. Stats going forward. We'll put it in the box for now. Sizzlepede is staying in the party for the moment, as we are wanting to evolve it into Center Scorch, as that was actually part of my strategy. It just means that now we have 2 Pokemon that can fulfill the same role in the event of unfortunate demises. Next location I think we'll head into will be not restricted to accidental encounters. We could go into Courageous Cavern. That's not the map. I wish the map was a hotkey instead of the icon. There is the cavern there, and there is the Training Lowlands, and then there's Warm-Up Tunnel, Pop Banner Thing, and Buller's Cave and Challenge Road. I would say let us go and deal with the Slowpokes once we're done with Courageous Cavern. Great, because it's right next to us. We might as well do that. Deal with the Slowpokes, because the next bit after that will require us to go through some of those areas anyway. So it's all worthwhile. Anyway, we're getting more what's in the process, and random tutors. Actually, this is good. No, good. It's good. Actually, this is not too bad, because it means that we're able to see whether or not things are very strong looking. Obviously, this tutor won't be level 16, and yeah, oh wow, we're alive. We don't have to worry about the tutor because Dupe's Claws. I love you, Dupe's Claws. Ah, but that one's got an aura around it. It's a Super Saiyan tutor. Or would it be a Super Tutor? Where's the plural for tutor? Tutor? I don't know. Point is, we're staying away from that one. Ah, yes, this area. This area right here. It has a bit of a Dragagon situation here. I'm not going to be completely guaranteeing that that is gettable at this point. Mainly because it's a Dragagon. It doesn't really evolve. So, I'm just going to stay away from it. I mean, it's a dragon, but fairy exists now, so it's like, at this point, so, I am hyped for Legend CA. I think it's going to be a fun time with my plant dino. Or maybe with the crocodile. Or maybe with the fire pig. I think all the starters are perfectly fine. That's a Psyduck. That's a Psyduck. It is going to be a bigger Psyduck if we went for it. And then this one was, what was it again? Ah, Sandygast. That one's a Sandygast. I mean, we don't really have any ghosts. But at the same time, I'm about to head toward, in the main story, I'm heading towards a gym where that is very much not going to be as useful. For 2 very big reasons. Dark-type maneuvers and Ghost and Fighting aren't the best against each other. There's a Chinchatan. Chinchungan? It's the thing that you trade in Skull and Violet for Gengar. Oh, it's gone now. Glossopod, what did you do to it? What did you do to it, Glossopod? Oh no, it's coming for me now! Hey, I'm right, well. It's kind of a useless thing. Hello, Clobopus. We can't reach the Clobopus from here. We would need the ability to go on our bike, unless... Hey, Clobopus, come over here. Come over here, Clobopus. Get out of the water, please. Clobopus, please, out the water. You can hop out the water, right? Clobopus, please. Out the water. Yeah, actually, I could reach it. Yeah. No, it's very strong looking. No, and I got Drednaw up front. Fuck. Fucking, damn it. Yeah. I should have expected that. Darn it. Well, no Clobopus for us for now. Unless, until... The alternative for it, of course, is the spawns near the Spikemuth gym, Spikemuth City stuff. That's really the only alternative for that, sadly. And I guess that makes sense that would be strong looking because, oh, go Wimpod. Hello, Wimpod! Look at the little thing. It's all wimpy. And it's the reason why why you don't use a Glycerpod in competitive aspects, because let's face it, why would you do that to yourself? That's very netball. Why would you do that to yourself in the anime? Because the emergency exit will just, of course, conveniently be timed perfectly so that your other Pokemon will take a super effective hit. Why, yes, I am referring to that one time in the anime where it swapped out into a Caesar that then got blasted with a Fire-type maneuver. And it definitely helped Ash in terms of winning the Pokemon League. When it wasn't even one of his Pokemon! Ah! But hey, annoyances of the Gen 7 anime aside, actually you know what, Gen 7 anime for the most part was actually just a blast. It was fun. And believe it or not, when you're making a cartoon, one of the things you do is you try to make it so that people are having fun. Well, if it's something that's intended for kids. Make it fun first, then do the intricate lore stuff second. Don't boatload it with intricate lore and then not make it fun. I think Mascot Hoa suffered from that. They tried to appeal to children somehow with like, hey look, a cutesy thing that's a little bit more horrifying than you'd think. Oh, but even though the game itself will be surface level, there's actually plenty of stuff that you'll need to figure out for yourself. Or watch some twat on the internet talk about. You could do that too. And thus started a very good career for Matt Pat, but other than that, a lot of children that probably should not have been thinking, ah yes, time to play my favourite series, Five Nights at Freddy's, where there's the whole plot line is about a child murderer. Yeah! If you go into it like that, and it's so silly. Well, okay, you know what, I'm just going to call it Guzma and call it a day, because, let's face it, Guzma is our boy. And he uses a Glycerpod. Will this ever get used? I have no idea. Speed up, special defense down, making it naive. You know what? Naive sounds like an AJ would have, actually. And it apparently takes plenty of siestas. I do not believe that for a second. Wimpod would look like the kind of person that would, if it ended up in one, it was because a friend dragged them there, and then like 5 minutes in, it'd be like, no, I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. And try scarpering. Or never even get there in the first place because, you know, he was too busy scarpering out. Anyway, where did we get to from... Oh, this is how we get to Loop Lagoon. I don't know what spot... Well, Malamar spawns here. Okay, and Clobbopus. I have a feeling these will be very strong. I just get that suspicion. I'm gonna switch to not a rock type because Globus does learn fighting maneuvers. Barraskewda's fast. Can we get Globus here? Hey, we can get Globus here. Okay, Loop Lagoon, Globus. A fighting type that does get its fair share of water maneuvers in the process as well, because it is an octopus that punches people. It looks like it just has boxing gloves on, and that's cute. I like it. I like its design. I'll admit I've not really used one much, but to be fair, that's partly because we didn't catch one in the playthrough, and not many other opportunities I've had to be able to use one. But just look at it. I like the look of it, you know. Apparently it's a tantrum Pokemon. That's What shall it be named? What shall it be named? What shall it be named? I don't know what to call it right now. I'm going to call it Heart. I know there might be more of like a, well, actually you should be trying to reference UFC or something, but it's like, I'll reference a technician that I like. And the Hearts, they've, even Natalia, and she's had some definite stinkers in the world of matches in wrestling, but that's part, oh, attack up, defense down, so it is a lonely thing. No, it's lonely. Maybe we can hang out with Wimpod. Anyway, it'll go to the box for the moment because obviously Machoke, but it could theoretically be a stronger fighting type for us in the near future because, behold, its evolution is right there, Grapploct. Next time we can see it. You can also see it be really angry. And get on its tentacles as it starts starting towards us. Let's get the fuck out of here. Probably only have like a few Digletts left in this area. I'm surprised that the Digletts here are so easy to get. It might be one of the... Maybe the last two are, like, beyond my reach. Yeah, they're going to be beyond my reach with the water, aren't they? Darn you, game. Anyway, now that we've done that, let's actually stop doing the detours for the moment and head back to the slowpokes. Because we kind of need to get on that if we want to progress to the point where we can Gigantamax a Pokemon of ours. I did notice a TM/TR. Electro Ball. That is it. It's alright, I guess. Once again, we had it on Pikachu to begin, on Raichu to begin with. It only really is useful when it comes to if you're fast. So a really fast Pokemon having it, that's good. A slow Pokemon having it though, not so good. And it does scale based off of your base speed versus the opponent's base speed. So if your opponent's base speed is also just as fast, if not faster, that's bad. If it's really, really slower than you, then that's good. And I think I'm reiterating the point maybe one too many times, and I don't care. Did we get something in the balance? Yeah, we did. We missed a Rooper. We killed a Rooper. Ha! Slowpoke #1! It's a fast Slowpoke. Mustard has basically spent all his time training these Slowpoke to be the fastest things alive. Dear Lord. Well, anyways, it's good news. We actually do have a bite on Barraskewda. And we're high enough level where Confusion does nothing. Whee! 10 levels higher is so fun! I realise that this stuff is actually not as challenging. Because this is the thing about DLC, ladies and gentlemen, is that if it allows you to do things without having to worry too much, then hey, you know, that's kind of neat in a way. But on the other hand, it removes any form of challenge if you're doing this in a way that it's not really going to be much of a challenge. Because you're over-leveled comparatively to it. Anyway, Slowpoke #2. Barraskewda, you know what to do. It tried to use Disabled. It's so fast. They made it so fast. You know what, Fury Attack, because it is trying to use Disable on us. Smart decision making. If you know a Pokemon's going to be using Disable on you, don't repeat the same move twice. Real smart decision making. But anyway, yeah, the one time Fury Attack's useful for me, blah blah blah. Anyways, I'm keeping Dreadnought on the team at the moment, but we could easily, but we have 2 water types basically, so. Actually, I wasn't going to do detours, but we're right by a detour, aren't we? Because behold, Brawler's Cave is another area, and behold, whispers. Oh no, we scared it. Obviously we were being too loud. We should be now whispering like this. Unlike shouting like this. I wonder if anyone, if anyone's watching, if you get the joke or not, because if not, then I might have just hurt your ears. I apologise. Can I go for Woobat? There's stuff in other bits that we can't get to at this very second because we either need to go on the bike or go a long way around. So we'll head back into this cave at a later time, thinks. Besides, we got the Slowpoke still with. And maybe a random ass time max thing, depending on what this is and what we can farm. Water Dark. Water Dark. What's Water Dark? Oh, wait, yeah, I know what's Water Dark. That's Kafala. TR45, Muddy Water. Actually quite nice special attacking one. I can also lower the accuracy of the Pokemon that gets hit by it. That actually is useful in its own way, shape and form. Maybe you'd prefer using Surf. That's fine too. Tomatoes and cabbages being compared at that point. Or maybe a green tomato and a red tomato. I don't know where a green tomato is, but you know, if you do know where one is, then show me online. Just DM me on Blue Sky. Yeah. And this one's using Yawn. Crap. We get it, Slowpoke. It's 9 to 9 at night. Ooh, darn it. We were so close. We were so close to beating it. Now we're gonna fall asleep after its death. Dun, dun, dun. Well, no, it's not dead. We're just buying its tails off and then selling them to the highest bidder. What do you mean that makes me comparable to Team Rocket? Me and my pink bucket hat will have none of this. I actually do have a pink hat somewhere. Somewhere. Is there any surviving? Did I keep that video unlisted? If there's any surviving video of the school trip I went on once, I should have a pink hat on. I need to check. I actually, this is something that I need to now go and check later, off stream. Because if it's unlisted, I can re-unlist it and be like, relist it and be like, hey guys, remember this thing that occurred back in 2016? Yeah, I was wearing that pink, that was the pink hat I was referring to. Because I don't know where it is. And it is somewhere here. It did come with me when moving shenanigans occurred before the pandemic, but don't know where it is right at this second, sadly. Right, now that we're here at a later point, we can come here and spend our money on sausages! Yeah, all the sausages! Did I need to spend that amount on sausages? Probably not, but we'll spend a bunch on beans as well. And a bit of salad too, because, hey, greens are nice to have. And ooh, a little bit of spice has never hurt anyone. And maybe one bag of brittle bones. Oh, not two. I'm not being insane. And this person here has a bunch of berries. We'll buy a few pecha berries and a few chusto berries. If there's a situation where we're going to be dealing with those status conditions, then that'll be useful. And some cherry berries. We'll buy a little bit more because we probably might throw one or two in a thing. In fact, we're going to buy a whole bunch of Owen berries and then throw a bunch into a stew. Well, into a curry at a later point. Because we really should do that. Anyway, we defeated the thingies, which means back to the dojo, where we'll get our first reward for doing things. Here you go, Clara, and we'll never see her wear it. Damn you, Game Freak. And apparently we're the first one since Leon to be able to actually handle them. A number of them off screen were able to at least catch up to them, at least once, maybe even twice. It'd be unfair otherwise, if we just auto-win. So some people survive, others don't. And we yet to see Squirtle and Bulbasaur! Yee! And the reason why there's no Charmander is because you get one for free for winning the Champions Cup, because Leon gives you one. Well, there's one in Leon's house in the post-game. Once you immediately finish, you can just head right in there. And Badar, Charmander, that can go Gigantamax. If you want the Bulbasaur or Squirtle Gigantamax, you're going to have to wait a while. But we can choose one of them. This counts as the dojo, I would have argued, but there's no area for it. Funnily enough. We'll just put it here, on underneath warm-up tunnel. Kanto, start. I just misspelled start. Kanto Strat, there we go. The Kanto Strat encounter. The end of the evolve, they'll be able to Gigantamax, which is when they evolve. So we can go for the Grass Poison, aka be weak to psychic attacks. We're idiots. Or Pure Water of Squirtle. Sadly, when it comes down to it, both of these Pokemon actually just overlaps completely with what we've actually still got alive. So really, we're just trying to think, which hole are we potentially trying to plug in the future? Water? I think we can say that water is pretty much covered, and there are plenty of other routes where we can get more water types. We're not really going to be dealing with too many fire types outside of really just an occasional trainer that happens to have a fire type. Or Leon, who has fire types, because we chose Grookey. So, Squirtle could be a nice bit of reinforcement, but when it comes to grass types and poison types, we don't really have as much in that category. So, our happy little plant thing with Bulbasaur. We'll go for Bulbasaur. Nice little thing to have. and it is a received situation. Thank you, game, for just giving us a Bulbasaur. Not too bad, actually. You just have to have a Pokemon that's able to take on level 17 Slowpokes. So that's not too bad. And we, of course, do need to give Bulbasaur a name. I'm going to name you... Buddy. That's right. Just a simple word. Just... Buddy. It's our buddy. Bulbasaur the buddy. And it can Gigantamax, so... Oh, God, special attack down? Really? Ugh, impish. But defense up, so, you know. So, if we do have it on the team at any point, we'll be able to Gigantamax it. Once it is Venusaur, that's the slight downside to it, we'll send it to a box for now. Now, just want to double check what Clara is going to be using on us at the Walnut Tunnel location. Slowpoke, Coughing, Whirlipede. Okay, right, we do not need Dreadnought on the team. I'm going to swap Dreadnought out for a different Pokemon. AKA, I'm going to get levels for another Pokemon, ideally, so that we have... because Dreadnought doesn't need it, and we have Barraskewda. We're going to utilise Barraskewda more at the moment, I'd argue. Actually, hang on. I'm trying to think this through, actually. Hang on, let's go back up. Where in the main story are we again? Oh yeah, we're heading towards Hammerlock. So our next mandatory trainer boss fight would be Hop and his Camoran with its Flyer Water typing. Dreadnought might actually be more useful than Barraskewda in that sense. But at the same time, I think I've got another Pokemon that can do even better than Dreadnought, assuming we do that. Anyway, we now have to go and collect some mushrooms. They'll be in they'll be in the Walnut Tunnel, where we'll then have to fight Clara again. Overall wise, that's just how it is. Honey apparently will train up the starter you don't pick to make them, you know, good and strong. And the fella over there at the back will now, with the Emerald 12 we were just now given, be able to teach our Pokemon various maneuvers. Lovely stuff. So, this guy's obsessed with moves, just like I'm obsessed with Pokemon. Funny enough on that one. For 5 pieces of Ammonite ore, we have 10, we can learn these moves. Terrain Pulse, Burning Jealousy, Flip Turn, Rising Voltage, Grassy Glide, Triple Axle, Coaching, Corrosive Grass, Scorching Sands, Dual Wing Beat, none of these can actually learn that one, Expanding Force, Skidder Smack, Meteor Beam, Poltergeist, Scale Shot, Lash Out, Steel Waller, and Misty Explosion. A number of these rely on various terrains, a number of these actually do various stuff. Still actually requires any terrain, and then it's like boom, 130 base power still maneuver. Oh, fuck. Scale Shot lowers defense but increases speed and hits 2 to 5 times. That's a dragon maneuver. That could do a thing or two. Also, of course, they're typing in terms of special or physical or being a support move does play a role in things. So, you know, just got to be careful on that front. Like, if we had a way of setting up grassy terrain a lot better, maybe Grassy Glide on Steamy, you know? Flip Tongue can be on Barraskewda, and that would be a way of us swapping out. Realistically, there's none there that actually would be useful on these Pokemon that we've actually got in our party at this very second. And as I was saying, we're going to swap out Dreadnought. Partly because we're overlapping on water, so anything that can take out water types, yeah, I don't want that happening. But more importantly, we have a bunch of Pokemon here that could possibly do with some amount of leveling to an extent that would allow them to be more useful. I.e. Toxel, our surviving electric type. For the moment, it will be in our party, gaining some experience. We can also use some of the XP candies we do actually have on hand right now to get it up closer and closer towards being able to be a Toxtricity, which is what we desire. Also, while we're here, I should probably give the Mystic Water over to Barraskewda so they can actually do its thing. And we can give Toxel Black Sludge, so if it does end up getting hit with a stray move of some caliber, we're not actually having to worry too much. Right, let's level it. Boom, 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 boom. Level 24. Still level 4 at this point. Level 28, and it will still not evolve yet. We're actually closer now, which is good. We're not really using the soft sand for it. You know what? We can give soft sand to Machoke, and then that means its bulldoze will actually deal more damage, which is a useful thing to do. And we have 9 Galaric twigs. That's useful. That's useful, I would say. Still Scoff's only really useful for normal type maneuvers, which if we're not using any of, doesn't really do anything. Oh, by the way, since I didn't actually, since we're here in the thing, first of all, we'll heal, so Barraskewda's not dying horribly, because that's a thing that we kind of need to keep making sure isn't happening. But secondly, if we actually head over here, which we kind of didn't earlier, as you can see, this Camelwan slow cooker gasoline fuel canister thing, I've been listening to too many Americans lately, thing is meant to do a thing. As we can see, it doesn't work because it needs more watts. Also, if we head over here, we can see that Mustard is playing on his Nintendo Switch using the Joy-Cons in a rather silly way. What if he gets angry and ends up throwing one? And also, the game that he's choosing to play, why, it's Pokemon Quest. Pokemon Quest, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that game? Yeah, I thought so. Anyways. This bit of junk is the Chronomatic. Supposedly we'd be able to utilize it to make more stuff using the various things we have. But we're able to, because Hyde here is very an indoors kind of person, doesn't collect watts, so we hand over 500 watts and then we'll be able to use it. The idea is that we put items in and then it recycles them into a different item. 4 items for 1, which... And if you put in the things that he just explained, the apricorns, they basically serve similar to how Kurt would go about things in Generation 2 and Generation 4, depending on which one depending on whether you're playing Gold, Silver, Crystal, or Gold, Soul, Silver. So we can take our various other items, which you mad fuckers if you choose to use some of these things. Your treasures, which you're less mad because let's face it, a tiny mushroom ain't gonna be as important. We have 3 big mushrooms anyway. We're not really losing out on too much money, but of course we can also throw in some of these Oran Berry, well, an Oran Berry, a Pecha Berry, and a Justo Berry, and see what we end up getting. And we also get told to save, so we're not being too. So it's like, now you can't back out, now you can't save Scarlet. You've chosen to do this. We got ourselves a grassy seed. Pardon me, and it boosts defense while in grassy terrain. So anyway, that was an entertaining time to be had by all of us. Let's go and collect some mushrooms. Also, maybe heading elsewhere. Mustard also kind of forgot to tell us exactly what sort of direction we would need to be heading. So we have no idea where we'd even go. So now we do. Great news. So there's Baller's Cave, Challenge World, Training Lowlands, and the warm-up tunnel we haven't gone to yet. Some of the other areas between Clara's second fight and the third fight, we can't really do much with because we haven't got the bike to really do anything with. I'm going to listen to the tracker on that one and just be like, well, we can go to Pop Bomb Desert, but yeah. Anyway, warm-up tunnel is on the other side of the forest, so we'll have to make our way through the forest again. Oh, so this does mean that we actually do quick travel a little bit towards the location, which actually saves us a little bit of time. Thank you, game. I will take it in stride. Besides, lore-wise, everyone's going to be looking in the forest thinking, I know there were mushrooms here the other day. Sadly, those ones were probably eaten. Also, probably a high level of Amoonguses, as we can see. Amoongus are round. They make you think of Among Us, that indie game that people really loved during the pandemic. You know, something like Among Us possibly could have died a horrible death if it wasn't for the pandemic. Which made which may be the case. I don't know, actually. I do ponder what things were only successful because... Oh, hey, Lilliput. Okay, well, trading lowlands. Lilliput, getting the correct ball. Lilliput is Gen 5, but it was one of the earlier Pokemon in the game. Gen 5 was. 3-stage evolution, normal type. So if you like a good normal type and you like a good doggo, then hey, the Lilliput line is for you. If you're someone who hasn't really got as much knowledge on Gen 5 as a whole, and your knowledge of said Gen 5 Pokemon come from other forms than Gen 5, it becomes more of a, I don't know what to say here. The urge to call it bitch is wise and minusculely. Like, it goes from, like, nowhere down, like down to the floor. To, like, slightly above the floor. Because that would be mean. And we're not going to be mean. Although, if I use any real names, I'm going to be, like, suggesting that you there, people called Susan, you are a bitch. Now, if you are a Susan, and you think that I'm actually going to call you a bitch properly, no. I just used your name as an example. I could have used other names. Sandra. Sally. Maybe I'll come up with one that doesn't begin with an S. Who knows? Besides, it's not your fault you were called a terrible name. That was your parents' fault. Unless you change your name to something stupid, then that's on you. In which case, female dog, female dog, female dog. Is it fluffy or fuzzy? And did I already do that on here? Oh wait, no, I did that on thingy. Do I still have it? No, I don't. I have a random ass fire. No, I do. Yeah, stream. Hold on. Let's go into the Scarlet thing. What did I call it? No, I called Fido Brad. Okay. Back to sword. The flawlessness, and that fire red one was me just messing around with the thing, trying to figure out how it worked. So you know, scroll through all of that stuff again to get to here. Nicknaming the Lilliput. I'm going to call it. What would I rather go for? But I can't catch another one. But I've decided. We'll call it Mokoko. And if we get another doggo, we can call it Ferrara. Mokoko has a special defense up and pickup. Pickup is a good thing. Good. If we decide to utilize having it in our pie with pickup, we'd be able to get items. And it may pick on an opposing Pokemon uses during battle even. Interesting. But we're not putting it in the team because we're busy trying to level up. Oh, wait, I forgot. We need to sort Dreadnought out for... oh, I was going to take a while to get to it. Topsoil. Topsoil. There it is. Because that should be in the team. I've realised that. So yeah, accidental running into a Lilliput aside. Carbos. Yeah, we get to waste the speed stat using that. Well, no need to ponder what we missed out on. Anyway, one more tunnel is over that way. But before that... Oh no, that's over that way still. There is a bridge right here. This leads to a different portion of Brewer's Cave, which we couldn't have gone to from the entrance way. I think the Pokemon encounters are still going to be the same outside of maybe like a specific example of something that only shows up in this side. Oh, like Joggergon, for example, potentially that. Hey, an Ultra Ball. We'll save that for when we need to use it. I want to go to Ballistic with an Ultra Ball immediately. Hey, Hardstone. That could be useful for any Ultra Balls. Whisper, there's Dragon Wands, which aren't going to be all too useful. Pick up the Diglett, come on. There's 5 more in the Brewer's Cave. Some of them are probably requiring me to get through the water a bunch, because, yeah. As a wills, I see one, but I went past it. There's Gigalift if you haven't got a way of trading. Iron Tail! It's a steel type maneuver where the tail becomes as hard as iron. however hard iron may be. Maybe it should be as hard as steel, since it's a steel type move. Then it could be steel tail. Maybe that's me stealing the tail. I don't know. Words of the wording word. I'm gonna start questioning whether I need to further sleep image. Hey, Moonstone! You know what that means? We could evolve Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff and then we could use it. Obviously we need leveling, but still. Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff. It's an option. Ball of iron. And no Diglett. 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 Another Moonstone. Diglett. We find the Diglets here. Oh, come on. Really? I actually found them all. Okay. Sweet. Ball Cave is done. I thought that would have been one like required through water. Well, anyway, that means we went through all of Brawler's Cave. That means, Oh, Whisper's like running away. Loudred would be harder cadre-wise. We could have used the Fan Ball on Ruba, actually. I realise that now. Licky Tongue is an option. Oh, you know what? You know what? Let's do this. Let's get ourselves a Whisper. Yeah, we've basically seen what we could in this area. We only have 5 triples left. I need to get my hands on more. Shame that the person that gives them to you, it's like you don't know when on the days it's going to be and what days it's not. And then, until you go and check. In which case, it's just a case of me going every time. Or like even on days when I'm not streaming this, I'll need to do that. Anyway, Whisper becomes Loudred, which then becomes Explode. So voices. At most, it's a reference to Disturbed in one of their songs. Speed up, special type down, because it is a jolly one. Right. Back out. Into the box we go. We've caught ourselves a nice lovely amount. That doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels. Anyways, we can actually head up this way to get out of this cave, because it would let us challenge Road, because we have yet to go to Walnut Tunnel. Which, yeah, no, it's cool. How we're doing things, I guess. Challenge Road does contain Moon Fuse. And its evolution, me and Shao, if you really want to die horribly. Which we may end up doing, because I have to take off the bike to be able to actually, apparently, collect things properly. Yeah, it's attacking me. I was trying to see if I could pick up items again. Wait, back onto the bike. Oh, what works around, but like what likes to not play nice to the tracker, I've noticed that. Skarmories are flying around, and Chansey occasionally is like on that one, isn't it? Anyway, I'm like, oh, hard stone. I'll be hard stone in a minute. If I'm not careful. Well, no, that sounded wrong. I'll throw a hard stone in a minute. There we go. Oh, no, stone's naturally just hard anyway. I don't know why that stone is specifically hard. It's not the only one, because we've been collecting a number of them. Ah, Everstone. Let's go and put that on a Pokemon we want to evolve, says the madman. Great news is, we've collected a number of Diglets. We will go back to the Diglett guy after all this, because we've probably collected enough. Hey, Muscle Band slightly boosts physical maneuvers. Might put that on a physical Pokemon. Never know. It's an option like everything else. Anyway, we've yet to have the counter, but that doesn't matter right now. Behold, the other tower. This is for Cubfru's other form of Urshifu. And the throat chop TR here is proof of the word that it is Dark type for the form of Urshifu. And those are some black glasses which will boost your Dark type maneuvers to an extent. Not only to a little bit, not too much, but it could be enough. That's the thing. The items are designed around the balanced idea of you're not using it because you want to, because it's like, oh, I just want to guarantee the one shot. No, you're doing it. No, that is what you are doing it for. It's not so that your weak Pokemon's going to suddenly now be able to do a sweep. No. A weak Pokemon is going to remain weak to an extent unless you've over-leveled. But what's so wrong with a little bit of an attempt of a guarantee? Anyways, let us assess what we end up finding. In the Challenge Road area, we find ourselves a Mienfoo, to the surprise of some people. Level 24. Okay, well, we'll quick ball this time. If it fails, we'll have to whack it with a stick. Yay! Mienfoo was caught. Oh god, I need a drink. Can chop 100. Oh, that's brutal. I don't know why. I want to call this Zoe. I just do. I have no. There's no like references I'm trying to make here. And while there are characters in fiction called Zoe, I'm not thinking of any off the top of my head right at this second. So yeah, we called it. I'm calling it Zoe, and it is a. It's Looney. You know what? Attack up actually isn't too bad to get. You know. Oh yeah, I didn't select. I didn't press capture on those. No wonder it didn't. No wonder it didn't show up. Right. Did I do that with anything else, or I just either missed or didn't do the thing with? No. Everything else is either dead or captured up here, or missed, and something world which we can't do anything with. So warm-up tunnel is our last location before the tracker tells us that you're gonna want to do the fight. But anyway, another fighting type. So you know we've got the whole in the event of Machoke death sorted. Pardon me. Anyway, back to the lowlands. Welcome to the lowlands. We're actually in the right location to hit in this location and gain 50 watts. How lovely. What was iron marker? Ah, whatever. Whoa! I almost swerved right into the behind of a Taurus there. Thankfully it's Kanto Taurus, not Paldean. But, you know. Moo Moo Mill! There are mill tanks around in the area. I'm not surprised that we find some around here. There we go. Revival Hub. That's useless. Dynamax then. Wait for the way into the thing, and that's a Fermantis. Welcome to warm-up tunnel. There be Cubone. But trust me when I say this, we don't necessarily need to grab a Cubone. Because we'll... Oh wait, Sandshrew is mine. Not really going to be something you might want to grab. Now there's the max mushrooms. We're just going to play it smart here and get the TR for Stealth Rock. You know, that's not too bad. It's rocks. Probably our final strategy will include it to some extent to deal with the Charizard and Scorbunny and anything else that's meant to work on the team. But other than that, one more Diglett in the warm-up tunnel. It's over this way. I'm just going to see if we can bypass it. Yeah, we can bypass the max mushrooms. We have to interact with them. So we also do have access to the desert, funnily enough. So you know, it's kind of neat. Right. I'm gonna have to put it on hold for a moment. I'm in needance of the toilet. So I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I started the mic in here. And we're back. Well, not entirely back, the switch is about to turn itself off. But we're back! In the menu, which is because I'm trying to figure out what do we actually able to catch here in Walnut Tunnel? Blissey, Chansey, Kubo, and Kangaskhan, Sandshrew, and Torkoal. Alright, will we see anything other than Sandshrew and Kubo? Because I'm not catching a Kubo because I'm going to aim for the Alolan Marowak anyway. Might as well not have the redundancy occur. And Sandshrew, we're going to end up with the Alolan form as well. Ah, Kangaskhan. This is when it's strong looking and I'm going to be upset. No, it's not. Kangaskhan! Oh, sure, why not? Why not, you know? Level 18. Yeah, fair enough. Doesn't evolve at all, but hopefully we'll go into the ball. The name for the Kangaskhan. The name for the Kangaskhan. Ow! Sorry for that loud bang. That was me hitting the controller into the desk by accident. That's why you don't try doing a drum beat on your legs when your legs go under a desk. It's kind of a silly thing to do. Kangaskhan is the parent Pokemon. Now, what kind of thing is there? We'll just call it Mother. This is... behold my creativity for names! Yeah! And it's another Pokemon that doesn't evolve. Some do, some don't. Some do, some don't. It's Hardy because it's one of the ones that doesn't have a stat boost or nerf in the process. Anyway. I can tell you how long that was, me being on the toilet, because I was on the toilet just watching Party Crashers video. It's one of their script, one of the scribble ones, and about 8 minutes of it. So, yeah, that's something. We'll on for the Sandshrew now, since we've encountered the Kangaskhan, and ooh, while we're at it, since we're here in the area, might as well let us head into the desert. Oh, rivers in a desert. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Let's face it, I used very strong, very strong almighty attacks on Shido many times. Because let's face it, Royale is piss easy with DLC. And no, it doesn't necessarily mean that, and no, it's not always going to be by the myriad truths. I shouted because that's exactly what happens. Pro tip for anyone who buys Persona 5 Royale, make sure you have the DLC because, fun fact, Izanagi no Okami and Izanagi no Okami Picaro are two of the strongest personas you can have. And you are able to have access to it the moment you are done, the moment you get your hands on the compendium, which is basically your first actual visit where you manually get control. Ah, Protector, if we happen to have a Rhyhorn to evolve. You can get Izanagi no Okami Picaro. It will be the highest level persona you can get besides Messiah. And it will have myriad truths. 2 to 3 times Heavy Almighty, which can at times deal more damage than a Severe Almighty. Now, to be fair, I actually had by that point Satan and all that because I was optimizing my go through. Because when I play Persona 5, I seem to be really fucking good at making all the broken shit. But then again, that's because I do the Strength Arcana like a smart person. You want the boosts to your fusions, damn it. And for it to cost less money. Oh, come on, pick up the Diglett. There we go. I swear the hitboxes are a little annoying sometimes. There's 5 more. This desert is not that big of an area. Pardon me. So it's just going to be a case of looking around, keeping our eyes peeled, not running over Sandiles. Like, Ah, the trailer for Legend CA has them, like, in the ground, swimming through the ground. It's like, that's exactly what they should be doing. They're sand crocs. They'd do that. I'm not sure entirely if the entire ground they were going through was sand, but it makes sense. It makes the world look more lively, and it makes me more happy for Legend CA's eventual release later this year. Supposedly in Japan, when it says fall, it's a September-October release, and November's more considered like holiday 2025. That sort of logic. I don't know, but that's supposedly what the Japan version of the trailer said. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so it could be people lying to me, and if that's the case, then I'm upset, but I can't do anything about it, because, believe it or not, apparently lying to people is how you get ahead in the world, so for that, I am obviously the biggest, blackest woman you've ever seen. Let's go get ourselves a sand isle. Now, for anyone that's thinking, okay, Chris, are you really... it is plainly obvious. If I see anything ever on the internet saying, oh, I can't believe Chris would lie to us, he's not the biggest, blackest woman around. My face is there for the world to see. I am certainly not the biggest white man in the world. No, still no. I'm not. Well, BMI might say something, but I've seen fat people be in a healthier state. That's for damn sure. Anyway, sundial. It's female one. I don't know what to call it. Let's go with Nadia. Once again, this is just me going for random ass names, but Nadia, the Sandile, and then maybe eventually Crocowalk. Ground Dark, special attack up, speed down, not necessarily the bestest of natures for it to be, but certainly not the worst. Oh, apparently we lost a few frames at one point. I don't know when that was. That could have been during my time not here. I'm now just going to double check that we are definitely live, and I hope some of those views were not during the time when I was not here, because that would be very, very unfortunate. Anyways, we'll send it to a box for the moment, as our team shall do perfectly fine for now. With that, we got ourselves Diglett, and we got ourselves a Pokemon. So, there's no Dynamax Defense active, so the only thing we can do here is leave. Go to the warm-up tunnel and start taking on... Now, before we interact with the thing, let's do this properly. Warm-up tunnel. Now, the levels will be wrong here, as per usual on the tracker, but we'll be taking on a Slowpoke, a Coughing, and a Whirlipede. So we have to deal with the fact that we have to deal with a Psych-type, so we're going to start with Barraskewda. Just shoot these up front. Yep, Barraskewda Bite will do the trick here on the Slowpoke. Then, other than that, Poison types galore. We could throw our hat into the ring with a ground type potentially, but we have other options still anyway that can deal with this. Hell, we might not even need to switch Barraskewda out at all for all we know. We'll figure out whether we will or not at a later point. Keep in mind that Coughing is a Pokemon with Levitate, meaning we actually can't utilize a ground type maneuver on it. So, you know. Anyways, let's pick the max mushrooms. Chlorowives to stop us. Because, like, it's like the only location left. Lying to us all. No, you're not having it. Her plan is to poison us. How dare. But at least she ain't trying to blow us up with her mind. And that's why she's automatically better than Avery. Actually, I don't know what the dialogue is with Avery, actually. So, because I don't have shield. Bit hard to. It's weird. Gen 8, I actually kind of like Gen 8, but at the same time, I don't have both phones. Unlike with Gen 7 and Gen 9 and Gen 4, I had versions. Not necessarily all the versions all at the same time. Gen 2, I've only got Crystal. You know, you don't always need both versions, really. I don't know why I've got both Scarlet and Violet. I must have picked them both up at some point or something, or maybe I did, or maybe it was a bundle. Who knows? Who knows? I don't remember. Once again, the levels are definitely a lot lower than you'd be thinking they would be, because obviously we're doing it at an earlier timing than the tracker suggests us to be doing it. We can leave after a while, but part of that's just more out of other factors. I still want Pokemon evolving. Is there just something wrong with you? Yeah, probably. Anyway, Whirlipede! Whirlipede! It's a big rolly thing and is the evolved form of Venipede. Anyway, dive and murder. We are murdering the Pokemon. Our Pokemon are definitely over-leveled for the encounters that we're facing. Toxel is a level away. Steeny's still a couple of levels away from Stomp. So before it can go stompy stompy stomp on all the Pokemons. Cloud goes off to go hunting for mushrooms, and I'm sure someone used that for their inspiration for various levels of fanfiction we will not be reading aloud on stream. Easy peasy. I've got me some max mushrooms. Let us make our way back to the dungeon. We're in March now, so hopefully things start warming up. Sadly, for whatever reason, my hips have been hurting quite a bit lately, and I don't know what it is. It might be my bed, might just be how I sit, could just be general illness. And if that's the case, then there's not much I can do about it. I seem to be a rather sickly person, which is unfortunate, really. I don't get it, and I don't get it. It seems like this is a negative. It sounds like being rather negative, but I guess I am kind of lucky that a lot of the time, whenever something negative happens, it's never worst case scenario. It's never going to impact me in the worst ways. But never is it just a simple, oh wow, we thought that you had all these deadly diseases. In reality, you actually just have a slight cough. No, it's never anything like that. Like, if there's a deadly disease, there's a deadly disease, and there's nothing you can do about it, but you know. Okay then, into the dojo. Third and final trial. I actually am going to look it up on Cerebi as to what it will be entailing. A little bit more so than other things. Because the Diglets, we've covered a lot of them, just not all of them. Isle of Armour. I mean, I've said this before. Good on me. Just going to definitely... Fields of Honor, counter firing the one thing. Okay. So we'll be dealing with a team of Skorupi, Weezing, Whirlipede, and Slowbro, and it'll be level 23, 24, 24, and 25. 3 poison types, but 2 of them are bug poisons, a poison fairy, and a poison psychic. And she doesn't Dynamax in the pre-champion cup, but she does Dynamax in the post-game version. Avery does a similar situation with psychic type, so take what you do with Bed A and do that. And then there's also Slowbro existing still. So, you know. Besides, thanks to Clara showing up and having mushrooms to give, we actually save ourselves our mushrooms, which means we're allowed to actually utilize them. For our own usage, if we have a Pokemon that can Gigantamax, we can, well, potentially Gigantamax, we can feed it soup. And then it'll be able to Gigantamax and supposedly be stronger. What that means is that a move it has will, so a specific one of its typings will be utilised for the purposes of G-Max manoeuvres, depending on the Pokemon, of course. We still succeed anyway, so, you know, it's good. We did a good job. One healthy dose of soup. So if you happen to find yourselves any max mushrooms, talk to this fine young chap in the dojo uniform to, well, have some soup. Lovely stuff. Anyway, we are still in cutscene form, however, as Mustard wants to talk to us in his room. And, well, now that's done. Let's see here. We can give it to Dreadnought, and only Dreadnought, because everything else requires to evolve into their final forms that could potentially have them. AKA Central Scorch is needed, and Toxtricity is needed, and anything else here that we have that would have them. Oh, maybe Slowbro does? I don't remember if it does not. Obviously not Bulbasaur, because it already has its access to it, and I don't have any other Pokemon that can Gigantamax, even if it was to be fully evolved. So we'll have to wait until we've done that evolutionizing. So, poison. We're dealing with a load of poison types. With that in mind, a poison bug is weak to fire, flying, rock, and psychic. Pardon me. AKA Ninetales is actually really useful. Also, ignore the wheezing on the site because that won't actually show us what it's weak to. We want to access the site.b.net site I've gone up and look at its Galarian form from there. It has weakness to ground, but if it has levitate, never mind. Psychic again. Steel actually is useful there. That phase typing is actually quite useful. Very useful actually. It nullifies a lot of stuff. If it has levitate, we're actually down. Yeah, it does have levitate. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to deal with that in our own accordance then. So it's still weak to ground. It's still weak to psychic. So again, Ninetales isn't a good option. Same with Whirlipede. Then with Slowbro, its weaknesses are Ghost, Dark, Bug, Grass, and Electric. Whirlpulse might not do as much damage as it's claiming because it's not Water Psychic, it's Poison Psychic, so these weaknesses are wrong. God damn it. Slowbro in its Galarian form is Poison Psychic, meaning it actually doesn't have a weakness to Electric, it actually resists Grass because it's lost the water typing. It's weak to ground, it's weak to ghost, it's weak to dark. Again, so yeah, it's psychic type, so it's weak to dark, so lead with a, so when it comes out, switch over to a Pokemon that has dark maneuvers. We will do have to keep in mind that where did we go from there? Oh, we went from that way. We do have to keep in mind that Clara actually does a real painful thing actually. She sets up toxic spikes. Now there are ways to basically counteract that. One is doing the good old using a flying type shenanigan because the spikes are on the ground. And two is having a Pokemon that just absorbs the poison. Be that a poison type, be that something else. So I'm pondering whether we start with Toxel, absorb the poison, and head in and then immediately just switch to Ninetales. That way, Ninetales doesn't have to deal with the poison. Starts with Skorupi, it has Poison Fang and Bite, which doesn't do as much as we would need to fear. We should be able to handle it. Ninetales should be fine for this situation. And it is a power spot, which means we're able to Dynamax, so we can counteract some of it with Dynamaxing potentially. More importantly, of course, is dealing with the Pokemon in the correct ways. Once we are prepared, we can head in there and face off against Clara. So we will be put at an unfair advantage. Let's heal our team. Let's... Before that... So we'll close out of that. Before that, I'm going to go back to my dig bit and see if I've got like a bunch and see how many we have now in terms of the various Diglett Pokemon. We will then have to name them accordingly. Actually, yeah, so this tells us how many there are to be found in the various areas. Some of them there are none, some of them there are still plenty. 37, so we've gotten 58. Since the number came back as gained to 30, we now get our hands on a Lowland Sandshrew. This is why we didn't do the whole catching of Sandshrew, because let's face it, we were going to dig for, and we'll add another location of dig 5 because I feel like we'll probably have enough. Anyway, a Lowland Sandshrew. Oh, look at it! It looks like an igloo, which is why we're going to call it that. I still. So you know what we just had a discussion of is that Steel type isn't actually too bad of an option for a thing. Lowland Sandshrew. And again, it's another one that is a case of getting received. We called it Igloo. Bravo us. Let's take a look at its summary so we can assess its nature accordingly. Attack up, special attack down, making it adamant. As we can see here, at its low level, 5 special attack. We better be only using physical maneuvers, which, yeah, it's only scratch at the moment. Not so useful. Level 5, so we would have to level it up. But, you know, it's a nice type, and a steel type for that matter. Like, yeah, super dead to fire types. But other than that, it can have its use. Can have its use indeed. And super weak to fighting, actually, for that matter. So, definitely not being used at this time. We can tell you that much. And 40 for the next one. So, I was right to do dig 5. So, 40, which nets us... Right, sure, that's Dupe's Claws. Alolan Raichu. That does get counted as Dupe's Claws by the thing. Similarly, I would just say let's box. I'm not even sure we'll ever actually use this one. You know? An electric psychic version of Raichu. I don't know why I want to just... No, I don't know why I... I don't know if I named anything else this, but Liara. And yes, there's a reference to Mass Effect. Anyway, because psychic powers. Speed up, special defense down, making it a naive one. So, yeah. We just perceived ourselves another Raichu, which, yeah, this is not necessarily the best move-wise, but thank you, Stone Evolution, because we can just go about our day and sort that out. Also, it comes in at us at level 30. Lovely. And, yeah, its ability is doubling the Pokemon speed stat in electric terrain, so we kind of need electric terrain to be able to be applied very easily in order for it to be of use. And 50 for the next one, and we found 56, so it should just be dig 6. And all other ones would be a later time shenanigan. Pardon me, and this is the Marowak! Yay! I was waiting for that one. Alolan Marowak of the Ghost Fire variety. It's just completely different typing to its original form. And that's great, you know? Mourns its fallen allies. Ooh. Why are they all female? I swear they're all coming in as female. Or some of them are. Like, we're just getting a slew of them being female. I don't know what the odds are. Naming things is hard. Naming things can be quite hard. I don't know what to name things. Someone send help. Oh. Oh. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Actually, no, I don't remember the spelling fully. I haven't played Star Wars in a while. Naming things is hard, ain't it? I don't know. Random ass name, Sour. And I'm calling it this one with Sour. Now just, yeah, no, that's fine. Sour like that. Sour like that works. Doesn't always need an H, you know? Go to the summary thingy. Special defense up. Special physical defense down. Not the worst situation. Starts off with Flame Wheel, Hex Fling, and Stomping Tantrum. Utilising its physical stats quite well outside of Hex, but then again, if you've applied statuses, then Hex is a nice stab maneuver that does do more damage in that sense. Lovely stuff. We'll put it in a box for the moment and consider it, and 75 is the next total. We were at 58, so yeah, not again for a while. Lovely stuff by us all. So again, now we shall scroll down, and yeah. Oh shit, I haven't pressed mark for victory on the previous fight. Oh, daisy. We didn't have any differences in our team anyway, so from what we currently have up front, I am going to start with Toxel. However, I hope to God I have. However, I hoped I would have made it through to the point where I would have it leveled up to 30. I don't have any XP candies. However, we have a whole bunch of Dynamax candies, which I'm going to hand 2 of them off to Ninetales. This is to increase the amount of it will have, because it will definitely eat an attack from one of the Pokemon. We do have to be careful of the Slowbro's water typing, however. So, yeah, let us head to Clara. This is a nice, big arena. Sensible. This is the Isle of Armour after all. People train here to fight in Pokemon battles. So it only makes sense that they'd have to go through it like this. Of course, Clara doesn't want us to see the fruits of her labour already, because that would be unfortunate. Supposedly, the Poison-type gym leader. Maybe we'll see that in the future at some point, who knows? Anyways, let's declare ourselves as a challenger to her. Oh, excuse me on that, just slight tenseness and heart palm my back. Just like Mustard manages to just teleport essentially, or is very fast himself, hence why the Slowpokes are so fast. They had to try keeping up to him, and they actually put in the effort instead of the standard Slowpoke MO, which was to be a bit slow. Poke? Ooh. Anyway, we don't get to see a visual effect of like something's not correct. But I wonder if she has. I don't know if she has dialogue to tell me if you like immediately start with like poison to counteract it. Toxel! Can't be poisoned! So the poison, so the spikes, you are certain in this one, fair and scared, because I made sure of that. Yes, toxic spikes and I'll go on the battle core. I wonder who did that. No dialogue for that. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, immediate switching to Ninetales. We have no need to worry about pursuit. Even though Scorpy is part dark, no, part bug, it doesn't become part dark until it evolves. We need to remember that. Stuff took 10 damage, but that's non-issue. So Ninetales and Scorpy shall fight off first in the proper form. Extra Sentry or Flamethrower will do the trick. Considering how much it did take, I'm going to say we can throw in the Nasty Pot. Because yeah, it did bother. Because it wasn't Poison Fang. Poison Fang's going to hurt a little bit, but as long as I'm not poisoned, which we're not, that's good. So we've done what we needed to do. To now just do a little bit of the good old Sweep-a-Woony. Let's do an Extra Sentry. It'll be effective. Yeah. Of course you should get better directions. Your idea was to just clamp down on a Ninetales that can then hit you in the mind. Always protect the mind. You poison type leaders need to learn this shit. That's why it's funny that Koga's like this. Koga's after Will, which is funny in a way in Gen 2 because Psychic definitely can beat Koga really easily. But anyway. Wheezing. It's still part poison, so Extra Sensory is gonna do its job. A part fairy though, that Galarian Wheezing gets. It's kinda cool. And yeah, Galarian Wheezing! Alright, I do say so myself. I have fun and do that shit sometimes. Anyway, that's good to level it up. Fair enough. Oh, sorry, the fact that all her Pokemon are failing means I'm actually doing quite well. Yeah, well, Pete, actually, just sending out in order. Probably could have sent out, like... I don't know, she could have sent out, Slowpoke, because then I would possibly have to actually think about switching. Because, at the end of the day, it does have Water Pulse. It does have Water Pulse. We have to be careful of that factor. According to... I don't know what Quick Draw does. This is the one downside really at this point. We could cheese it a bit in a way. Its poison typing means an Extra Sentry would hurt it. We could max guard. We can hit a Mindstorm, see how that fares. Yeah, let's see how that fares. We're fully healed. We're at full health. Water Pulse should do at most about just over half. And that's factoring in everyone being the same stat line and all that. So, no, the same level and whatnot. So, which means we are definitely using our special defense against it. So that's good. We have the same of its special attack. So. Really, that kind of mimifies each other kind of bit. Actually, to be honest, comparatively to the physical moves, actually, the Galarian Slowpoke has good physical and special attacks. I noticed that some of the sounds are coming from shit. Because, yeah, I really should have done that really where I put this on, but... Oh, so we're faster. Ooh, about half. Okay, so our fastness actually helps us. I think Quick Draw does help in potential speed factor, but Battlefield gets a bit weird, and yeah, it goes to Max Geyser. We can Max Guard our way through this. Okay, that's how much it dealt. It dealt that much. So even on a second Max Geyser, I would say against it. But at the same time, now that it's waning, I'm willing to take the risk because of the Dynamax aspect. Yeah, Quick Draw's not an issue because it's not a thing because of our because of Dynamaxing. So because ability to really factor in everything. So yeah, bravo game. We kind of won even though it had a water move. Phew, Ninetales sweep. And that's Clara beaten, meaning we will get our hands on Cubfu, which they don't give you a thing for as well. I'm just going to add a location then. And I'm just going to call it Cubfu, because that's what we're getting. We're getting Cubfu. It's a received situation, so we'll get a Cubfu, because that's the secret armor. We did it! We win! Yahoo! The victor has been decided. We win! Because we're super amazing cool. Clara, though, had a few tricks up her sleeve, you could say. But then again, the only reason why she's going to compete in the finals of this Battle of the Bands is because the hero has been trapped under a trap door. And the door was open the entire time. Yes, I am referencing MLP Rainbow Rocks before anyone says anything. A film that I should not have enjoyed as much as I did when it came out. But hey, you know. Clara has got some good skills on her, so you know. Even when the odds were against us, we, well, I can't say what to do anymore. We were it and overcame all the odds. Damn you, Cena. Why did you heel turn? Now I can't be like, oh, and then we proceed to do the good old whoop-a-doo 5 moves of doom and overcome all the odds, even though we shouldn't have. Adrenaline in the soul. Da, 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 da. Whoa. My father said, bye son, and then dip to Scotland. No, that's a joke. I'm joking. Anyway, hello Mustard. I need to come through now, please. Hand over. We get a cutscene normally, but we are in skip cutscene mode, skip movie mode. So anyway, Cubfu. Oh, it's so frowny. Oh. We can have it join us on our adventure, and it would lead us to a stronger fighting type Pokemon than maybe Machoke is, overall wise. Because at least it can fully evolve, but to say this, we can just say it right now, we kind of have gotten ourselves a little bit of an advantage, haven't we? Although that being said, I'm not sure I'm not sure if I want to take on Mustard at this point. I don't even know if I can. I don't know if I need to get to like real high levels, because you do if it's like post-champion stuff. I don't know fully though. Let's call it... Ooh, what's a good thing to call it? You know what? I've been making the reference. Let's just call it Cody, after Cody Rhodes. Or maybe even a Street Fighter character or two. Yeah, that's not what the book, because I am shite at Street Fighter. And the only reason why I tolerate Guilty Gear is because I don't want all the Bridget mains coming after me. It's tagged down! Why are we getting a tagged down one? No! Now I'm not going to want to use it. Because I want to have every advantage possible. We'll put it in the box for the moment, because I'm an arsehole. But our next objective here in the Isle of Armour would be to give it a nice amount of good viewage of the Isle, for us to do a good old wander around. Also, Mustard now allows us to have whichever Pokemon is in the first slot follow us, which is great news. Well, as long as we're outside of this building place, because for obvious reasons. But the idea now is that we become friendly with Cupfu, so that we can then do stuff. And, oh yeah, we have Top Club front, so it calls on like a baby, because it is a baby. And, yeah. Ninetales come up front, and... yeah. Ninetales, look at it! Look at it. So elegant. So beautiful. It's Ninetales. And there's the ice version. We'll need an ice stone for that. Well, yeah. That was rather successful of us. We'll leave the... we can actually see where we've got to go. I don't know where exactly in Loop Lagoon we need to go for that one, so we're going to just assume the worst and make our way to East Lake Maxwell. Our actual next objective in the main story is to get to Nuzlocke. I am going to, of course, just quickly have a gander at what bull this guy is selling for his what? For my watts. Nest balls. Fuck. That's not what I want. I want quick balls. Damn you, Game Freak. Okay, while I'm too busy down Game Freak, we actually need to start making our way along the route. Behold a nightly form of this place. We are actually about to start heading into areas that we couldn't encounter before because they were strong. Too strong, in fact. So welcome to the Nuzlocke Riverbank for the second time, or maybe even the third, and it is an icy time today. Lovely. We could go over to some sneezels. We could also get that to Pikachu. We can't get that. Yeah, that's yep. Thanks, game. We've made that abundantly clear as to why we can't go for that one. We just can go as far as we desire. As long as we don't leave the Nuzlocke Riverbank, we can assess for ourselves what we can get. Like, there's Remumbies. As well as the sneezels. As a Garbodor, because, oh, that's Bridge Field. We don't want that. We want the Riverbank. I like how some of the Pokemon ended up looking a little different just because we were technically still not in the right area for that. I've gone for the exclamation mark! Oh! Would I have preferred Sneasel? I don't actually know. Dear me. Vanillite. Vanillite! We are in the ice. But we are a fire type. If I use flame for, okay, we can hit a second time. Icicle Spear ain't gonna murder, even in the ice, but it is a multi-hit move, so. And we do get buffeted by the hail. Ugh. My nails. Right, so update on the nails. Parts of them are actually being quite sharp right now on me skin. As they all should be. The natural order of things is slowly returning. Me having long nails is just makes perfect sense. I don't know. I think there's a part of me that just feels naked with short nails. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm just used to having long ones. As much as winter gloves get condemned from that. Right, anyway, we have ourselves some Great Balls still, so we'll throw one of those. And if we get the Vanillite, then hey, you know, that is an ice type, useful against dragons. And the occasional grass type. And an occasional flying type. Depending on the flying type, of course, we just need lots of capture. Me Scram. I don't know. I literally just write out a keyboard there. Right. This is called Me Scram now. I don't care on gender. Like ice cream, me scram. We all scram for scream. Besides, most normal types of ice cream I can't even fucking eat, so, which really annoys me still to this day. I used to be a big fan of having magnums in the summer because it would get really hot, and sometimes a nice ice cream is a nice thing to have in have, and I happen to have a sweet tooth, so it worked out quite well for me to have a chocolate one. And sometimes they were mint chocolate, and I love me some mint chocolate, damn it. Huh. I wonder why I've got build-up stress sometimes. Anywho, all of that shenanigans aside, let's head on to Bridgefield. Now that we've done the encounter for the previous area. In the Bridgefield, oh, there is Illigan there. Robert Fett, the Lizarpods are around again, as with Zigzagoon. We already have Zigzagoons. And Linoon! Delarian Linoon. Actually, you know what? We're in the right time of day to do the whole obscure thing. Even though we're not actually going to be able to do so. It's kind of fun. And, oh god, we're stuck here until we beat this thing up. Oh, okay, right. Robert Fett, we're just going to throw a quick ball and hope to god it works. Robert. Yay! It worked! I'm gonna call it Rocket. Well, not Rocky. Rocket! After, of course, the fact that Team Rocket had a Wobbuffet. Simple enough. Logic? Really? Oh, but before that, Toxel! It gets to evolve into Toxtricity, but I can't press on the thing just yet of low-key or normal because it's yet to show. We got ourselves a low-key one. It's low-key. That's cool. Bravo! We now have Toxtricity. Yippee! It's actually useful now. Yay! And it also wants to learn Spark. I mean, it is an electric type attack that does more than what Nuzzle does by default. It's automatically better. Also, Punk Walk has its ability, so no fun about that. Anyway, with that, it actually is more useful now. It is Poison Electric, and that is quite nice typing. Also, evolving is Slizzlebee, that level 28, into Center Scorch. I can just say immediately. Which means, well, maybe I'll give her a minute, but we can now head back to the Isle of Armour and maybe make it a Gigantamax Center Scorch. Maybe we'll do another Toxtricity. I need to think that one through, actually, a little bit. But yeah, Center Scorch. Nice to have. And then, of course, now we've got our hands on a Wobbuffet that I just refused to nickname. We'll be sending to a box and we'll be calling it Rocket when we get to a Pokemon Center. Because I've accidentally pressed B. Oops, a daisy. But that's fine. It's a Wobbuffet. If it comes to us having to utilize a Wobbuffet, I think we may have made several mistakes at that point. Anyway, welcome to the Stony Wilderness. It's snowy again, which means chances of vanillites occur again. Although I am seeing Chubchus around and Sneasels. Pardon me. Yeah, there we go, Sneasel. Sneasel! In order to evolve it, we're going to need an item. And in order to get to the item, chances are we're going to have to go about it with... we need to get to Stolen Side. Oh, damn it. And it's taunting us, the bitch. And it is female, we can say that. It's bitchy. What are the odds of that, eh? Well, anyways, time for us to use Flamethrower and hopefully not kill in one go, and it's spamming Taunt. I don't know what that strategy is, and... Today on Chris Needs to Remember not to use Flamethrower on ice types. The lesson here is you shouldn't use Flamethrower on ice types. That tends to kill them. It tends to melt them into water, and then all I can do is cry as I murdered a Pokemon we could have theoretically been using. But then again, was 4 times weak to think. Ooh, Litwick! See, I told you we could actually potentially get our hands on a Litwick. What area does this count as being in, by the way? It counts as us being in Giant's Cap. Well, the other direction would be Giant's Mirror. And then there's the Dusty Bowl in between the two. And then Hammerlock Hills. And then Lake of Outrage, which we can't get to Lake of Outrage. like, we can keep moving along through here, and basically, we can't actively go there because the area itself is locked behind us being able to cycle there. So, yeah. What do you sell, sir? Nah, you're selling dive balls, you get. But, I mean, behind the fence isn't the last thing ever. I'm not sure why it needs to be a TR, it's just a way to raise your defense. Anyway, oh yeah, there's no item over here. No, it's here. The Dawnstone! We've got our hands on nefarious stones, whether or not we've got any additional stone evolutions besides the Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff situation. I don't remember fully, but let's face that fact, it's not going to be that important really in some ways. Linoons are fast fuckers! Linoon! No! Bad Linoon! I can't catch you, that is Dupe's Claws because we have a 6 Lagoon already! Rah! We can just run. Yeah. They like running fast. So does the Lipods. Well, with that, I think, looking around and based off of everything, I think the wisest strategy is for us to go after this Litwick and get our hands on more fire types. Woo! Fire types. I love fire types. Let's go fire types. I like grass more, but Barraskewda will do the job, as its water type maneuvers will work. And, hey, you know what? If I need to use Bite, I can use Bite too. 22 on the clock. Woo! There's giant candle. Hopefully it's not burning on both ends. Hey, we got the Magikarp again. And Wishy Washy, which, because it's over level 20, does a good old bit of schooling. I don't even know if the schooling actually does anything outside of Gen 7. Like, does it actually help it? Or did they nerf it into the ground? Which would be a shame actually, because it gives Wishy Washy like that should be its evolution. Like, it should evolve into that. Give it that Magikarp capability where it's like, yeah, you maybe know, you know why you want to use a Wishy Washy on its own accord. What you'd want to do is want to evolve it, but then still ends up there being a situation where you end up seeing it actually being useful, like here in the Dynamax stuff with the Magikarp being able to use Hydro Pump, which is very useful, very, very, very useful. So the Eevee's going to do that, and now we're going to see a myriad of water maneuvers that's going to hurt the Litwick to death. Never mind, I'm not seeing much more than just one hit. Yay! Keep in mind, I got so many fire types in Dynamax Dance trying to get our hands on a Charmander. Doing that bloody resetting malarkey. Anyway, let's just use a standard Pokeball. We get our hands on a Litwick in the giant. I wouldn't want to cast or mirror. We'll look at the summary and then I'll write it down. It's a shame that we missed the Sneasel, to be honest. I think Revolve's a good Pokemon. Then again, we're not Legends Arceus, so in a way we don't get, and we get Rare Candy as well out of it. So, and Flamethrower. Aha, Flamethrower TR. Useful. We can put it on a Pokemon. Which Pokemon? No idea. But yeah, nickname. Litwick. I have the feeling I want to call this one. Yeah. Just spam them a couple of times. No. Goes fire. We probably just use Marowak actually, thinking it through. But let's call it Olivia. Yeah. Olivia. Well, I'll write that down once we've got its location double checked. Yeah, Giant's Cap. It was near the Giant's Cap. So, Litwick, Olivia, and we caught it. Currently has Smog, Ember, Hex, and a Astonish, lovely stuff, and we'll put it in a box for now. Again, it's because it's Gen 5 evolution and we don't have a Dusk Stone, so kinda pointless in that sense. Dusty Bowl, I'm not going to go in immediately. I think I'm going to save it for later. I don't know if it's going to be strong. But we'll be back here in the future. We've got this area here, which is the Hammerlock Hills. Currently in an ice affair, which means chances are, in terms of the ice shenanigans, we're not going to be able to actually get much. Unless we go after the Chubchews, really, because we've missed out on the Sneasel. What else is that in the grass that isn't Sneasel? Ah, Snorone. Snorone, Snorone. We're going Snorone. It's nice. I want Snorone. It's male! No! That means it evolves into the male evolution! Let's use extra sensory to lower its health. It used Protect! It's the smartest one around here! Yay! Good! Good, Snorone! That's what you need to do in a time like this. It's male, which means it doesn't evolve into Frostlass. It evolves into Gallade. Gallade? How do you say it? Because Gallade is the evolution for Curlier into the male Curliers to have the Dawnstone. So, right, that didn't kill it fully. However, it is spamming Protect. Smart move, smart move. I'm happy that it's doing that in a way, because it means we're definitely taking our time with this and we're not going too ballistic. But right, well, that's happening. I'm just gonna. Because by the way, we're fine with the leftovers, so. I love it when people do Futurama references in r/HoloLive. It's so funny. Why does Narissa, the largest of HoloLive Advent, not simply eat the other four? Oh, why didn't she think of that? Let's throw the Ultra Ball. I'm going to use the Ultra Ball. One does not eat their Helen on stream. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Welcome to Chris Reed's Reddit post, where we catch a Snorone. Yay, we caught it. It's a male one. I don't know what to call it. We have HoloLive and /HoloStars in the brain. No, you know what? We'll do the Kingdom Hearts reference. Vexen. We'll do that. Just because. So, with that, we've got our hands on a Snorone, which means I need to now do the good old thing where I go and look for its evolution requirement. Because I tend to go for female Snorunes, funnily enough. Where is it on the thing? No, my mouse! Don't do that to me, no. Snorlax, Snor1. I'm right that was OBS then screwing up. No, okay, good. Snorone had such a good shiny. Level 42, it falls into Gallade. And if we had Dawnstone, which we did pick one up, we'd be able to evolve into Frostlass on female. Shame. But you know what? Gallade isn't a bad Pokemon. It's just has bigger flaws to it than Frostlass because it was introduced in the generation prior to Frostlass, Gen 3. So, we'll look at its summary and then put it in the box for the moment. Because, yeah. So, Hammerlock Hills is that one, and did we look at the... Yeah, we looked at the nature of it. We need to look at the nature of Litwick again because I didn't write it down, and well, with that we need to just do things in general with. So once we're in there, of course, and we've gone through all the cutscenes, so yeah. Which leaves us with Giant's Mirror, Dusty Bowl, and like an Outrage. We could actually just cycle past this. Actually, what are you selling right now? Are you selling Quick Balls by any chance? Nope, Repeat Balls. That is actually the most worthless thing you could be selling right now to me. Blizzard though. 8,000 watts. Fair play, I suppose. Well, that's not too bad, not too bad. Superpower? Yeah. Wait now. Right. Heading over this way leads us to the other one of the two places, as well as the Dusty Bowl area. The Dusty Bowl! This place is needed if we end up getting a Yar Mask. Other than that, Giant's Mirror here. Lovely. Look at the head of the Gastrodon just in the water, just like Gastrodon. It's a big sea slug. It's cute. We're bats. I see Nickit, so we should probably be able to catch something. It's just this area is definitely a lot smaller due to the expansion. Oh yeah, yeah. Giant's Mirror is fucking small. Like, it's a few patches of dirt over here because Dusty Bowl's there and then Hammerlock Hills is there. Like, it is not that big of an area, which is very unfortunate for the Pokemon in the area because it means that there's very few options for what we can catch. We can encounter a Budu. Okay. Badoo. I think it easily. We need to be in daytime for one, and for two, for its faithful, we need a Dawnstone. But we do have one. So if we leveled it up and it's during the day and it's happy, we would be able to get into Rosilia, which would then allow us to Badoo. The bad Pokemon. Let's call it Dewey. I don't even know if that's how you spell Dewey, but I'm calling it like that. It's Dewey. There we go, Dewey. It's brave, you see. That's a court. It's a brave little thing. We'll put it in the box for the moment, and then, yeah, wait, okay, yeah, wait. Let's go into our box. Let's look at the natures of Wobbuffet and Litwick, because I made that mistake. Oh, we filled a box! Hey! So, it's called Wobbuffet, it's maybe called Rocket, we'll sort that out. Special attacker, yeah, so it's mild. Wobbuffet's mild, fair enough. And then Bashful. So it doesn't have any positives or negatives. Yeah. Right, that's all the catching we shall be doing for the time being, until we get onto more of the more linear routes that exist in the game. Oh look, Blossom! Damn it! Pardon me, I'd be able to save a Sunstone. For a Pokemon I don't have. Anyway. Making our way to Hammerlock. In front is a guard that, well, the staff person that stops you if you don't have enough badges. This is to stop you from trying to get into here before you've done the fire gym, which you can only do upon doing the water and the grass gyms because of the way the game stops things. Anyway, Beday's here, and apparently Hope got beaten so badly that he's gonna definitely never show his face again. Never. That was the last we'll see of him. So anyway, later on in Route 6, so 5 minutes later on in Route 6, we'll be seeing Hop. Anyway, well, maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 15. Maybe the next day. You never know, right? Anyways, before we do anything else, just get through this cutscene of Beday talking to Rose and Dolania. Because, we need to be able to have the strongest trainer possible to help us with our energy stuff. And if only we could use the power of Pokemon to energize our world. Once again, just his outfit is just... his outfit is... Game Freak did their research, alright? But then again, there's not nearly enough teenagers wearing tracksuits. I'm just going to say that now. Let's head into the Pokemon Center. Let's head here and wait a nickname. We want to sort out Wobbuffet because we didn't nickname it. Right. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it. I didn't mean why do I think of that out of all gorilla stuff? You know, let's try to Lotto ID while we're here. Just because we can. I didn't read it, but now we didn't get a match anyway. So yeah. Let us use the Pokemon to sort out our things. Look at our team. It is almost fully evolved again, practically. Although we do actually have this slight issue right now that I've been neglecting to admit. Ninetales and Thunderscorch are both fire types, and if we're trying to not have overlap for the Infernal situation, we're not really doing a good job on that one. No, Poppy Dustballs, we seem to be fighting at night at times. Some routes won't have that luxury, sadly, but now really we can't do much about it. And other than that, let's get our hands on some more Grit Balls, because we need them. Get some Premier Balls in the house. Oh, actually, while we're here, we should sell all our treasure. Yeah, there's no, like, bulk sell, sadly. But we've collected so much. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to make sure I'm selling all of it. Like, yeah, like, that one small mushroom, like, wasn't gonna eat into our thing. It's, like, worth $2.50 for bleeding owl's sake. It'd be foolish to think that it was actually gonna... Oh, wait, no. We want to just go down because... wait, okay, with that done, we've actually got a nice bit of money going for us. And we are meant to go into the stadium to carry on with the cutscene stuff, so we'll do that, because... Actually, hold on, can I just, like, ride around a little? Oh. So if we head this way, there be the station, and the direction in this way of the stuff. But Team Yell stops us at this point. Team Yell Grunt and Alinu, like, I feel like I could easily battle them. But I wouldn't be getting far from that direction, you know? Besides, the next two gyms are both this way. Heading this way, we can head to the boutique. And I'm going to tempt my internet again, aren't I? What can we get in here? Why? More casualties, of course. That's it, really, because there's not much else. I'm not seeing much else. Women's socks. The sign of leather boots get put here. The various rucksacks of the various typing colour-wise. Sports caps are the same shenanigan. Sunglasses are the same shenanigan. And also brown sunglasses and nothing in the glove department, so... That's a gigantic apple. Or a Dynamax even. Cute clobbering Parker! Yeah, let's get that. Let's just get that and wear it. Yeah. See, this is the sort of customization I want to see more often. Scarlet and Violet really screwed the pooch on that one. Anyway, let's do our cutscene malarkey with Chamrose. There's a bunch of this at the moment where we just have to go through a bunch of talking because there's this, there's the visit to the vault with Sonia, and then yeah, we move on from that. So once again, Chris looks at Reddit a little bit because he's not caring about the dialogue this time round. And to be fair, I do think Pokemon Sword and Shield does tell a decent enough story where it's like, do pay attention to the first playthrough, damn it. On repeated playthroughs, it's up to however you decide to do it. Yes, dirt sheets. Random talent in WWE would just randomly be like, yeah, my shitposting account's definitely got like a whole bunch of followers and no one knows it's me doing the shitposting. Is he trying to make up this bullshit because Dijak was actually legit a source? I've never referred who it is. Fuck. What the fuck is the context for this post? Oh, it's shipping. Oh. And someone's animated Jijimurin of CFLive doing the gong thing from Gwyneth's Ultimate in Starwell. Yeah, it's not a sex alarm, it's a Bogo's Binted alarm. I feel too early Gen Z to get after shit Gigi Murin says. Or what Bieber says half the time as well. Like, are we sure some of these people aren't doing Gen Alpha material at this point? Like, seriously. It hurts. But then again, as long as we can't get to the fault, which is in that direction, this direction here. Whee! Oh, wait, hang on. First things first, hyper potions. These people here have a Noibat. Look at the Noibat, it's flying, yeah, Noibat. And across the bridge and another Pokemon Center. It's such a weird thing that there's 2 Pokemon Centers. Like, why do there need to be more Pokemon Centers? I mean, it's great because it means we can see that this one has the same stuff as before. Not all that useful, actually. And this one has TMs of these calibers. Bullet Seed, Fire Spin, Brine, Thief, Sandstorm, Rain Dance, Sunny Day, and Hail. So, you know, the weathers are useful. Seeing as I am using multiple fire types, maybe a Sunny Day would be a good idea. Maybe. Obviously, Brine is a specially offensive thing that does more damage if the target is on low HP, so nice revenge kill option. But Seed hits multiple times, but that's about it, really. Not really worth our time. That person's bought plenty of chocolates for that hike. Lovely stuff. Anyway, we haven't actually had any encounters, so it's kind of silly, but what can you do? There is a item behind the bench, and it was a muscle band. We actually already have one. Anyway, hello Dragon-type gym leader Waihan, known for using dragons. All of those various dragon Pokemon. Yes, I am alluding to the fact that we're actually going to end up, when we do fight him, he does weather teams, but still. I already knew that. You're the last guy. You're the one that's basically the last roadblock for anyone trying to get to the championship. Ugh. Almost knocking my phone down. Bravo me. You can tell when I encounter a Sender's post when I'm just like, do I say what I've just seen? Because it's so goonery. It's so lewd half the time. That it just makes me go, God. I mean, I'm glad I'm glad that the Sender's community doesn't have all the same issues that so many other communities have. But still, just sometimes there are times when you need to be less horny. There just is. Constantly being horny is not a good thing. There's a reason why people think that there's such a thing as porn addictions. Because they're not wrong. There are people who do get addicted to porn and that's all they consume. And it's like, you know what, if you're entertained by it, then fair enough. But obviously there's reasons why you probably shouldn't care about spending your entire day looking at it. Like, please, no. But anyway, tapestries. Because England. If something just doesn't make sense, just think, maybe it makes sense in a British context. And then when it doesn't make sense in a British context, maybe it makes sense in the sense that we did take a lot of things from various other cultures. And hell, England itself was formed by many different cultures over time. Whether that be the Anglo-Saxons, the Normans, even some influence of Vikings, and of course a long time ago Celts, and the Romans. Romaning around as they did, they figured, well, you know what, the Scottish Highlands, we don't need it, let's just build a small pebble rule and name it after some bloke called Hadrian. And thus Agent Rule was made. Now you don't need to go there with your tourist trapped in your tours. You tourism people. Tourists. There we go. Say it properly, Chris. Ah! Anyways, we did it. We did what we needed to do. We looked at it. So now it's off to Stone's side to take on the fighting gym. Or if you're playing Shield, the Goose Gym. Ooh, well, actually we can go this way first. And down these steps. Hello, person. Battle combat moves. Do any of our Pokemon able to learn them? Bulbasaur can, because it's the pledges. But that's all we can do there. So, anyway, we're about to fight Team Yell, so as per usual, hello, Machoke, you do your thing and murder them. Because, hey guys, let's use Dark types. So, there's plenty of fighting types in this region. Let's use Dark types more then. In fact, here's some that are doubly weak. Just to really, just baffle people. So you can tell that this is an area that's not affected by the time of day that it should be, because it's all sunny now. Anyways, hello Silicobra. Team Yell are trying to make it stay asleep. You know, the guys that are designed around being like, hello there, we're cheering on that one chick, Marnie, and her Morpeko. But they'll allow an old lady past because, well, A, she's promising to keep quiet, and B, pardon me, she's not on the gym challenge. However, Hello Hop, we, however, are not allowed. Mainly because of gym challenge aspect. They really don't want people getting further, which is really annoying. Like, Marnie has told them repeatedly, stop getting involved. And yet they keep being a nuisance. They're not evil, but they're certainly annoying. And this one's using a poison type. Shit. Well, it's alright. We are able to do things. Besides, we have Bulldoze for this. Oh, it stepped to the side slightly and then hit us. Meanwhile, we just stomp on the ground a bunch. No wonder the Silicobra wakes up. And I was like, boo, 1 health. Either it's got sturdy or we just got unlucky. Like, oh, pile 5. Poison gas. Okay, well, we do utilize the power of Guts, our ability to flex a bit harder and kill the Stunky even more so. Aftermath does occur though, so we may want to switch, but I hear the voices in my head, they talk to me, they understand, they talk to me. Machoke just pulls off an RKO, even though we call it Woman, which means it should be doing like Spear, Superman Punch, another Spear, Guillotine Choke, because Guillotine Choke's quite good, quite nice to do. You know, that's one thing I actually do want to say. I think Jey Uso has all the qualities to be a world champion. However, could he do something that isn't just the spear, for fuck's sake? He doesn't look like someone who would be having an effective spear. And you know what? Before anyone says anything, I think that of Edge. I honestly think that him having a spear wasn't the wisest decision, but it did work for him. So maybe I'm just wrong. But doesn't Jey Uso already have a really good move, or maybe a splash of some kind? Oh, maybe that's just me. Other than that, I'm fine with Jey Uso going for a Mania because, hey, you know, it's going to be a fun match. It's going to be a good match. It'll be a good match, and I think people are idiots to think otherwise. Anyways, Hop's leaving it all to us, so we got to fight the other one as well now. That he knows he's being used. Well, that's okay, cause he's got no self-esteem. Oh, hey, oh. I'm noticing a Steam notification. Apparently I have Steam up. I haven't loaded Steam up at all today. Apparently it loads in the background. Oh, we are dying slowly and horribly. Thankfully, Lipod is a fair flail Pokemon, and Guts plus Fight Flow kills, apparently, so we win these. Yay! We're going back to a Pokemon Center. And then You know, I think we're done with this part. Next time we'll head to Stone's side, do the fighting gym, the various stuff there, maybe throw ourselves back into the wild area for a little bit at some point. But of course also after that there is a Bede fight, there is the foresty area into the fairy gym. I need to think about my team a little bit more when it comes to both the fighting and fairy gyms before I maybe do another part. Maybe we'll stream more of Val, maybe I'll stream something else in a more one-off form. But while we're doing these cutscenes, it's nice to do a bit of an outro, you know, because Opal's here to be all like, I'm old, I want to retire. Nah, damn government raising the retirement age. Like, literally, they've done that multiple times in the past. Damn you to Tories. But hey, now maybe Labour will do something different. What do you mean they're still doing Tory policies? Fuck. Well, anyway, we'll save here. I'll go and heal before the next part, possibly. Oh, don't need to press the home menu. So, yeah. If you like what you see, you can always subscribe and check out the other stuff on the channel. Like the part of Val we did. Internet issues did occur right at the last moment, but actually not at a bad moment, because when I ended things off in the party camp. I remember that. And you may actually care about Val a little bit, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe people care more about Monster Hunter at the moment. I don't have access to Monster Hunter Wilds, believe it or not. And if it was accessed through the PC, it would, well, to illustrate it, it would basically just be a giant fireball. So, yeah, until next time, I'll see you all.